What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we got a new song from an artist I don't think we've done yet, but he got some heat, he got some fire. I listened to him kind of growing up in high school and then in college, and then even now he just dropped a new song, so I kind of wanted to go over it. I thought it was fire, and he always got some good themes and topics to discuss, so I figured I think he keeps it real, so we're going to jump right into the song called Quality Over Quantity by Polo G. Polo G. Wild in the flesh. If you know that, if you know. All right, let's jump right into it.
Damn, Cap 4, I done did that shit again.
My brothers in that car with me, we built camaraderie. Small circle, I prefer quality over quantity. My heart purple, baby, I'm a soldier, can't get proper sleep.
I'm gonna pull up the lyrics real quick, just so you know what I mean. If I have to reference something, you guys can follow along. Just because that way I don't have to know it off the top of my head. So let's go this. Okay. So we're gonna do that. Alright.
Devils just keep on hunting me, kill me before I cop a plea. Ain't aligned with his spirit, he just living unconsciously. Show the world I'm fearless, I'm fulfilling my prophecy. My name on this bad pretty bitch, she my property. I don't take them niggas serious, my ops come.
Alright, so just first to begin with, right? So my brother's in the car with me. We build camaraderie. Small circle. I prefer quality over quantity. I think that's kind of real, and I think he's speaking to again his social connections, his friendships, you know, and especially being in the line of work that he's in, like that's super important. You know what I mean? Loyalty is really big, and quality is super important. I think with any friends, you know, and I think a lot of the time society wants us to have quantity of friends and seeing that we're super popular and thing, but that doesn't really bring a lot of the time that what I see as a therapist, I see that it doesn't really bring a lot of content feelings. It doesn't bring a lot of closure. You know, it's just like those individuals who want more quantity than quality are like those individuals that are chasing something that like they're never really gonna get. There's always gonna be some more. There's always gonna be more to kind of go for, and you kind of lose yourself in that process. You know, quality is again so important when it comes to like our value systems and how we reflect on like what we value in a person and a friendship and a brotherhood, kind of like things like that. So it makes sense as to like again this song called Quality Over Quantity. Like I get that. Like it seems like it's really just talking about like important people in your life and what that really means. Because you can have everybody under the sun, but if you don't have those quality relationships, you're not gonna have that sense of community or sense of connection, and that's really difficult. Oh, sorry. But let's continue on.
Almost overdose, I'm still not sober. No, I ain't a stoner, but I'm still in traffic with the smoke. Still remain alone, I just love some savages and vultures. Smell that stank aroma there, ops we pass and let off doge. On my way to the cash, backseat riding with me. Ain't worried about the snakes in the grass, I'm still locked in with my cobra. My little bro and hella social. Gang ties, how we got closer. We'll fuck you over here, shoot for show like Dennis Schroeder.
So again, there's a little bit of substance use, you know, and he talks about again coming from a harder individual neighborhood, and you know, I mean, coming from a really dark past. I know that's kind of something that he talks about and overcoming a lot of that, you know. And so again, like I ain't a stoner, but I'm still in traffic with the smoker. So like, you know, I mean, overdose, but it's still not sober. So it's like still coming close in line with death, right? And still not being like still utilizing substances and not being sober, you know. It's like that didn't scare him enough, and that could be kind of like a comment of like maybe almost passive suicidality in a way. I would definitely want to explore that as a therapist, you know what I mean, if a client made that comment, because it's like he understands the severity of it, but it's like he doesn't really care like what might come of that. and he seems like he really understands like the outcomes that and the possibilities that can come along with that. So it's like something to be kind of aware of. Like, I would definitely, I wouldn't like breeze over that. That would be something that would jump out me as a therapist, like 100%. So I really would not want to just like let that slide. Where was the other one? No, I think that was it. And just being aware of substance use, you know what I mean, to feel that kind of numbness, that feeling, that sense of not really caring, to kind of dial back the emotions that you're feeling, and that's a really dangerous dynamic to get into that I don't see much of. I don't really explore like substance use in my practice, just because I think it would be difficult for me. It's like part of me wants to make sure I'm self-aware to like what my triggers might be, and just like knowing and having experienced that growing up and what that looks like. I don't know if I could fully be objective as we're supposed to be, and in terms of being the most ethical therapist I can be, I got to be honest with myself, and I just don't think that's a good area for me to explore kind of currently at the moment. You know what I mean, hiding away with substances and whatnot. And you know what I mean? It's just, I want to make sure that they're seeing individuals who really want to work with substance abuse therapists. And I'm just not one of those. It's just not something that I personally want to explore, just because, again, I want to make sure that I'm not doing any harm, and I don't want the chance of my subconscious or anything taken over or influencing my perspective just based on my experiences alone. That's called transference, and that's a really, 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 really big no-no when it comes to therapy. And if you, I can talk about that in another video as well, but let's continue on.
My brothers in that car with me, we build camaraderie. Small circle, I prefer quality over quantity. My heart purple, baby, I'm a soldier, can't get proper sleep. Death just keep on hunting me, kill me before I cop a plea. Ain't aligned with his spirit, he just living unconsciously. Show the world I'm fearless, I'm fulfilling my prophecy. My name on this bad pretty bitch, she my property. I don't take them niggas serious. No, the streets don't bother me, I've been to jail before. No, the heat don't bother me, I've been to hell before.
That's hard. It said the streets don't bother me, I've been to jail before. And like just hearing that and like seeing his face like unfazed, it's just like you kind of see the pain behind it. Like again, it's still like he's not saying this in like a bragging tone. It's just like it really doesn't bother me. And then he's like, nah, the heat don't bother me, I've been to hell before. It's like again, just the trauma and significant events that this individual's probably gone through is like definitely influencing him, whether he's aware of it or not, and again, having growing up in, at least from what I'm aware, not the best neighborhood, and just having not a great kind of upbringing, I'd be curious, like one of the first things that come to mind is the ACEs. It's called the Adverse Childhood Experiences. It's a worksheet that you do, and you fill out, I want to say 10. I think it's 10 off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've utilized it. And it basically explores different adverse childhood reactions that could kind of lead and increase the likelihood of substance abuse or other mental disorders. So I'd be really curious if he took it and kind of see what came of it. But yeah, I've definitely administered that before too. So that's just wild. Let's continue on.
Up and took everything I won't like, who gon' tell me no? Affection that's a side of me that I barely show. Fucking different bitches, but the realest who I need the most. Love how I fuck her, got a demon stroke. Lot of rounds like, girl, I need some more. Locked in, don't care who beat the dough. I make mistakes, a grown man, but I still need to grow. Two wrongs don't make a right, what you trying to get even?
Okay.
Might hit the wood, but I don't even smoke. My mind clouded off this blunt and got me thinking slow. This world cold, like all I see is snow. Streets took a toll, I'm still grieving, bro.
Okay. I make mistakes, a grown man, but I still need to grow. That's hard because oh my goodness, that's amazing. That's amazing because being in a rapper, showing this type of vulnerability is usually not very common, especially being a popular, well-known rapper, you know, like mistakes, like it's like I still need to grow. It's not like I'm a grown man. It's not like he's only saying I make mistakes, like recognizing it, but he's like identifying that, like, nah, I still got room to grow. I still got to become a better person, or become a person that doesn't make as many mistakes. You know, it's like still able to recognize this, and it's super big because, you know what I mean, it's harder to come up with the terms when you're growing up. You know what I mean, you think when you're young, you see these adults and you kind of just imagine them as like superheroes and like they can't really make mistakes, but then you kind of get older and be like, no, they made some mistakes and like I'm not even perfect. You know what I mean? And that's a really, really hard identity. Like it questions your identity, kind of questions your perspective on life. So it's great to say that because it's just recognizing like, nah, I still got room. I got still room to go. Like I'm not perfect, and that's okay. I'm a human. I make mistakes. You know, I mean, have the grace with myself, but still have that passion and desire to become the best version of yourself. And that's super, super big, especially with the having such influence on the male generation that's growing up. Again, here, two wrongs don't make a right. What you're trying to get even for. It just talks about, you know what I mean, revenge. And revenge is just the continuum cycle of pain for whatever party's involved. And forgiveness is such a hard thing, too. Oh, my God. That's one of the biggest things I struggle with working with individuals because they don't. It's hard to understand. It's hard to get. It's hard to forgive. It's a very, very difficult thing to forgive. And I've talked about it in many other things. But again, it's like forgiveness isn't for the other person. It's for you. It allows you to kind of like lift and let go of that burden that's been like kind of weighing you down. And it's again, like I know people don't want to be the bigger person and stuff, but it's like, again, it's not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Does not allow that to have your heart held by all that anger and irritation. So just something to keep in mind. But I love that. I love those two big ones. Those are big ones right in this song.
Brothers in that car with me, we build camaraderie. Small circle, I prefer quality over quantity. My heart purple, baby, I'm a soldier, can't get proper sleep. Devs just keep on hunting me, kill me before I cop a plea. Ain't no line with his spirit, he just living unconsciously. Show the world I'm fearless, I'm fulfilling my prophecy. My name on this bad pretty bitch, she my property. I don't take them niggas serious, my ops comedy.
And that wraps up the song Quality Over Quantity by Polo G. Absolute banger. I might do more music of his. I'm not sure. But this is a banger of a song. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the song. I know it's new. Like, I think it just dropped. It looks like it just dropped 10 days ago. And still almost did almost 2 million views. That's crazy. But he got some bangers too. I really like a lot of his music. I grew up with a decent amount of his music. So I'd be curious to see what y'all want. But let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking of this song. Did it bring up anything for you? What stood out to you? Did I miss something specific? Make sure you drop a like on this video too. That helps the channel grow. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Come hang out with the community. Like, we're creating something big here, and I'm just glad to be a part of this, and I'm glad you guys are able to help support me create this community. Just so I can pass along information about the therapeutic world and dynamic, and allow you guys to have more understanding of what it is to be a therapist and how I perceive different things around me. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can catch the next video, and I will see you then. Later.